size also. What is the reason might be? Why actually that bins are not uniform? मतलब half of क्यों नहीं है? That blue wall actually occupying near about 65% or 60%. Density, sir is correct. So that dry waste occupies much more space than that of wet waste. So that is the reason why we have given like that. अगर उसको हाफ ऑफ कर दें तो क्या होगा, ड्राई वेस्ट का मतलब वॉल्यूम ज़्यादा है, वेट कम है, बट वेट वेस्ट का वेट ज़्यादा है, वॉल्यूम कम है. सो इट विल इम्पैक्ट सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी आल्सो. व्हेन द व्हीकल मूव्स, अगर वेट इक्विलिब्रियम नहीं होगा तो द सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी विल बी इम्पैक्टेड एंड द व्हीकल में फेस एक्सीडेंट. सो दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई वी हैव गिवन लाइक दैट. मास्क नहीं पहनी है तो हम लोग भी नहीं पहनते.
This is composting, micro composting.
वहाँ पेमेंट होने के बाद the vehicle goes to that primary segregation platform. There we dump the dry waste. उसके बाद once again that will go to weighbridge. Payment once again होगा. Then actually the vehicle comes over here. यहाँ actually segregation area. यहाँ जो 30%, I have told you we have around 60 to 70% of segregation. Remaining 30% is mixed. So this is actually the wet waste. इसमें एक्चुअली बहुत ज़्यादा समटाइम्स यू विल फाइंड पेपर, glass and everything. So that has to be removed over here because this is the segregation. After that, the waste will be mounted over to the parallel conveyor. The conveyor moves in that direction, then to the inclined conveyor. That is actually the threading machine. Why you have to thread the waste? Because you need to differentiate this waste and that one. So particle size or maybe the size of the object, you can see this one. So it will take much more time for composting, for decomposition. अगर इसको हम threading कर दें तो it will turn into small pieces. That small piece will be decomposed or turn into compost at a quicker time than that of the big pieces. So that is only the reason why we are actually threading it. तो थ्रेडिंग का एक्चुअली जो पीसेस सारे थ्रेड होने के बाद दैट इज 40 mm साइज. दैट इज वेरी डिजायरेबल साइज फॉर गेटिंग कंपोस्ट. सो आफ्टर दैट व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट हियर प्लेस कम ओवर. So this is actually our residual compost. So this is residual compost. What exactly is the residual compost? I will explain. This residual compost is having bacterial strains. The bacteria which is necessary for composting process, this residual compost is having that bacteria in it. So we are mixing this residual compost with that of those threaded waste. So what happens is that it functions in two ways. This will absorb excess moisture and water if any in that threaded waste. The second is that it will act as a bacterial supplier. So the bacteria will be supplied from this residual compost to that threaded waste. And the process of composting will be catalyzed or maybe enhanced quickly in this compost. So after that, what happens? We are actually taking all the waste. We are dumping over that waste into this pit. So this is actually our EM solution ball. See. So how the EM solution ball is made? The EM solution is effective microorganism solution. The solution is made out of curd, jaggery, and water. The curd, jaggery and water will be mixed at a definite proportion that will be kept, that is the that drum. They contain that EM solution. Curd, jaggery and water. So that EM solution will be mixed and kept for 7 days. After the process is over, अरे मैंने अच्छी की, अच्छी, come. This is actually the EM solution. This is actually mixture of curd, jaggery and water. So वो process actually 2 दिन ही हुआ. After 5 to 7 days, what happens? There will be a thick layer of white, thick layer of foam. So when you put your hand over here, it will actually the temperature will be very high. Why the temperature is that? The bacterial action which is happens inside the DM solution is an exothermic reaction. It will generate the waste, matlab heat. So when you put your hand over here like that, you can able to feel the heat. So this EM solution will be mixed with rice husk. After that mixing rice husk, this EM solution, we make the ball and we will keep it for 1 day. Why exactly we are mixing this EM solution with rice husk is that the rice husk will act as a food supplier for the bacteria which is already there. So after actually making that ball, we will keep for 1 more day. तो वो बॉल में एक्चुअल क्या होगा, एक और दिन रखने से एक्चुअल क्या होगा, बैक्टीरियल एक्शन विल बी मच मोर.
God is every and water.
So this is actually the second step of adding bacteria supplement to this threaded waste. So number one is actually we are adding residual compost which is already having the bacteria, and this is the second one which is adding fresh bacteria to this threaded waste. So this sheet is actually catering to the needs of 2 days. For example, आज जितना waste आया है उसको thread करके हम इसमें डाल रहे हैं, and tomorrow also we will actually dumping the waste over here. After that we won't be disturbing this pit for another 26 days. So we are keeping this waste in this pit for 28 days, and every alternative, maybe once in 2 days we are actually shuffling it out. You can see we haven't actually filled it at 100%. We filled it up for around 50-60%. The only reason being this empty space will act as a aeration. These are actually the aeration tubes. So any bacterial action which is happening inside, the gas is generated that will comes out and goes to atmosphere, because the gases which are generated inside this bacterial action are lighter than the air. They will automatically go out. So you can see we have this number 1, 2, 3. So this will act as actually any excess water which is generated after that also. Because this is exothermic reaction. Reaction by actually क्या होगा, when that action happens, the composting process happens, it will generate some amount of leachate, watery content that will be collected over here. This is actually the radial drainage system. We have actually that leachate collected up over there, extreme glass. So we have 14 such type of pits. 28. This is 14 and 14. So I have already told the composting cycle takes around how many days? 28 days. So we have 28 pits. So each pit is catering to the needs of 2 days. So after 28 days, what happens is that we are actually emptying it, and we are actually keeping the waste over there for sun drying. अगर कुछ ज़्यादा excess moisture होगा तो we are again mixing it up with that residual compost, or we will sun drying it. After that we are taking that waste to over there.
इसको स्लाइडर बोलते हैं ना.
On which this particular waste has to be shuffled out.
मजा आ रहा. So actually no connection, we are keeping out over here. Either we are actually directly sun drying it in open space, otherwise we are keeping the waste over here. So what happens is that after keeping over the waste over here for some more days, अगर excess कुछ होगा, process कुछ बाकी रहेगा तो it will complete that composting cycle. So after that we are transferring this compost to this is actually the shredding machine. Shredding machine.
Yes, it will run in this direction, and this is the actual final compost which we are getting out of the. You can see, this is the compost. This is the final product. So we are actually sending this compost to our authorized laboratory to test whether all the essential nutrients like NPK, pH and moisture. अगर NPK, pH and moisture अगर कुछ गड़बड़ होगा तो it will adversely impact the farmers and the plantation also. After getting the confirmation from the laboratory, we are packing it, we are selling it to the citizens or maybe the farmers. So that is the residual compost, you know. The process happens like this. The way this actually shredded waste or maybe the composted waste will be mounted over here. It goes like this, and the method runs. अरे ठीक है, start करो राजेश. It will move in this direction.
Sure.
So these pores actually will act as filtration,
तो जो फिल्टर आउट आइटम नहीं है बंद कर दो। So filtration होने के बाद actually the filtered item comes over here. Major chunk of the item will be dumped over there. That is actually the residual compost. That doesn't have any economic value for us, but we will put it again into the pit in order to act as a absorbent of excess moisture and water and also supplier of bacteria. So this is all about actually the wet waste processing. Any doubt? Moisture ज़्यादा है. Moisture ज़्यादा होगा तो we have to dry it again. Either sun drying or we have to keep it over here. It has actually the heat भी ज़्यादा है. अगर उसमें if we have any NPK का कुछ disbalance है, disbalance होगा तो once again we are putting it with that shredded waste. Yes. So अगर कुछ cadmium, arsenic, अगर heavy metal कुछ होगा तो we are rejecting it. That won't be allowed because they are very very dangerous to both. Yes.
Then we will dump anywhere.
This will be.
Where we will dump?
अगर cadmium, arsenic अगर ज़्यादा होगा और mercury अगर ज़्यादा होगा तो we are actually dumping it.
Dumping.
In a safe and secure way, so that it won't affect the groundwater, the surface water, and the remaining environment. Yes.
So, by the time passes, the residual compost, the amount of the residual compost will increase.
Yes.
So how, because it doesn't have any monetary value, so how you are managing?
Yes, we are keeping it once again into the pit. I have told already. Yes. वहाँ actually मैंने बोला residual compost we are mixing with the shredded waste. That is how exactly we are reusing it. अगर उससे भी excess ज़्यादा हो गया तो actually what we have some farmers empaneled with us. They are ready to take this residual compost for their plantation purpose also. We are directly selling to them. Any doubt over here? So we have everything mentioned over here, and this is 5 kg packet. This will cost around 50 rupees, 10 rupees per kg.
English में.
Yes, English में है. This is actually 100% organic, chemical free.
खरीद के.
इसको बनाओ ना घर में तुम.
आपको कुछ डाउट है सर? Let's move over there.
कीड़े पड़ेंगे. Leachate. This is leachate.
It's reuse.
Recycle.
So we have made some sort of artifacts out of used tires and paper, glass, and everything. So these women are at the forefront of our Triple R initiative. So Triple R is all about actually behavioral change, responsible spending. So I have this shirt. I will use it 2 times and 3 times. When it is worn out, I will throw it out. So, but what is the actual environment cost of this shirt throwing out? So you can able there is some sort of raw estimate कि एक cotton shirt बनाने के लिए we have to use around 500 to 600 liters of water, right? Is it 500, 600 or more than that? आप गूगल करके मेरे को बताइएगा, ठीक है? एक कॉटन शर्ट को बनाने के लिए फ्रॉम इनिशियल मतलब प्लांटेशन से लेकर टिल दी डिस्पोजल ऑफ दैट प्रोडक्ट वी हैव टू यूज अराउंड 3000 लीटर्स ऑफ वाटर. सो दैट इज द एनवायरमेंट कॉस्ट ऑफ अवर स्पेंडिंग. So in order to have that responsible and sustainable life cycle, or maybe to have that one, we are actually having that Triple R initiative. We are making some artifacts out of all these items which we are getting as a waste from citizens. So we are once again actually showing it to citizens not to throw it out. So we have